I'm going to call the meeting to order just in a second. All right. Good evening, everyone. It's Tuesday, August 5th, 2025. It's 7:04 p.m. I'm going to call this meeting of the Holyoke City Council to order. The clerk will call the roll.
Anderson Burgos. Bartley.
Here.
Here.
Devine.
Here.
Givner.
Here.
Graney.
Here.
Jourdain.
Here.
McGrath Smith.
Here.
Murphy Ramboletti.
Here.
Ocasio.
Here.
I. Rivera.
Here.
J. Rivera.
Here.
Sullivan.
Here.
Bacon.
Here.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with
liberty and justice for all. God bless America.
City Council.
All right. Welcome, everyone. This is our first meeting back after a glorious July, and it's nice to see so many wonderful people in the crowd. We have a few special guests this evening, and just overall recognizing some really great people who have served the city very well and giving them their flowers. And I want to thank the counselors who initiated this. And with that, I'd love to call up Counselor Jourdain.
Yes, and if I may, to suspend the rules to go to item number 84 for the purposes of passing a proclamation.
Motion's been made and seconded to suspend the rules and take up item 84 out of order. 84 reads, it's filed by Counselor Jourdain, that the City Council issue a proclamation to Brian Harris recognizing his 42 years of dedicated service to the City of Holyoke and the Holyoke School Department. The City Council thanks Brian for his dedication to our schools, students, and athletes for so many years, and we wish him much success and a happy, healthy retirement. Counselor Jourdain?
Yes, obviously we're lucky to have our esteemed guest Brian Harris here this evening, and I see a number of his members of his family and friends, and I'd like to, obviously in my own regard, I've known Brian for many, many years. He's a wonderful guy, and certainly his many years of service to the city is a testimony to his contribution to Holyoke's story. And I really thank Brian personally for all his many years of great work, and I would ask that this resolution be adopted by the council.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any other discussion? Okay, sorry. Counselor Jourdain?
Yes, could we have welcome Brian to the,
Yes,
to the
absolutely.
podium for a presentation?
Come on down. Up, technically, I guess. Welcome.
Hi, Brian. How you doing?
Wait, give that to you.
Thank you so much, Madam
I will step
President.
out of the way.
Okay. Come on up, Brian. All right, Brian, again, thank you so much, and certainly on behalf of the entire membership and a grateful city, we do have this official proclamation from the Holyoke City Council that says, "Be it resolved that the Holyoke City Council extends its congratulations to Brian Harris in recognition of 42 years of dedicated service with the Holyoke School Department, and be it further resolved that the Holyoke City Council extends its best wishes for continued success, and that this resolution be duly signed by the President of the City Council and attested to, and a copy thereof transmitted by the Clerk of the City of Holyoke. It's signed by our President, Tessa Murphy Ramboletti, and our City Clerk, Brenna Murphy Leary, this day, August 5th, 2025. And And no presentation would be complete if we don't hear a few words from the honoree. So I know you're. Will be a few. Brian, by all means, please.
I'd like to just be quick here. Thank you very much for the recognition. When you do a long career like this, the most important thing is recognition. And I'd like to thank my family and my extended family for taking the time to be here. I'd like to recognize Councilor Graney, go back a long way with the Holyoke High School. And I would just like to mention one small little tidbit, that Councilor Jourdain here started his long career actually with the Holyoke Public Schools as a summer custodian under my staff, so how long it's been. So thank you very much. Thank you.
All the best, Brian.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. And thank you for all your service to the city of Holyoke and your family for being here. It's nice to see all of you. And it's very worthy of this recognition. So it's a long time to devote yourself to a community that really appreciates all the ways that he's helped us. I remember, he was there when I was in high school at Holyoke High. Like everyone, all of us probably, no. I have Councilor Devine has her hand up.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chairman. I'm just wondering if we could suspend the necessary rules after laid on the table, which is number 5, and take up item 75. Apparently Aaron Vega is there, and he can discuss this, and we can probably vote on it tonight, if that's okay with the council.
Okay, so we have another proclamation, and we still have public comment as well. So can we come back to that just after those first few parts of our, okay.
Yeah, of course.
So thank you, and thank you to the Harris family. You're welcome. Do we have anyone that's joining us this evening with Marilyn Turgeon? All right, well, we do have a proclamation for Marilyn, who just recently retired after another lengthy service to our city. So we'll make sure that we set something up with Marilyn. And before we do anything else, I do not want to forget that I need to entertain a motion to take a roll call vote that for the purposes of this meeting would be applicable to all motions to receive, to refer items to committee, remove items from the table, place items on the table, package items together, comply with items, or suspend the rules unless there is an objection.
So moved. Second.
So moved.
Thank you. And the motion was made and seconded. Do I do a roll call vote now for this one? Okay, I never remembered. For those watching, this is because we have some counselors on Zoom. This is how we comply, and every time feels like the first time I'm doing it, so, the clerk will call the roll for that motion.
Anderson Burgos.
Sorry.
Anderson Burgos. Bartley.
Yes.
Devine.
Yes?
Givner.
Yes.
Graney.
Yes.
Jourdain.
Yes.
McGrath Smith.
Yes.
Murphy Ramboletti.
Yes.
Ocasio.
Yes.
I. Rivera.
Yes.
J. Rivera.
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
Bacon.
Yes.
And my next item, that was a unanimous vote. My next item was that Councilor Anderson Burgos, your name was pulled to vote first this evening. So maybe give me a thumbs up if you confirm that you're good with that. So that's my next item of housekeeping. We don't have any public hearings this evening, but we do have folks signed up for public comment. And if you remember, if you're a regular watcher, I have these awesome laminated signs. Okay, so I'm going to keep track of time. If this is your first time here at public comment, you have 2 minutes to speak, and I'll keep track of time. When we're at 1 minute, you're going to get this sign. I don't want to interrupt you. And then when we're done, you're going to get this sign. And then I will interrupt you if I have to. But hopefully that gets everyone prepared. And please, when you start, make sure that the microphone is on. Yeah, Councilor Jordan. Thank you very much. And just speak your name and address into the record before you start, and then I will start the clock and give you fair warning through my laminated signs. I was really excited to laminate them. All right. So first up, I have Claire from Ward 6. And Claire, I'm going to get the 2 minutes going. And I will also, after we have folks in person, if there's anyone on Zoom, we will also do the same. Minus the laminated signs, because it doesn't really translate. Okay, Claire, just state your name and address into the record, and then I'll start the timer.
Hi, I'm Claire, and I live on Linwood Avenue. It's okay, I don't need to get that.
First, so we do ask for first and last name and just an address for anyone who's speaking, whether or not you live in Holyoke. So even if you're here and you don't actually live in Holyoke, you can still speak, but we ask for address. That's just what we do through our rules at every meeting.
Okay. Well, in a society where the Constitution isn't really respected anymore, I'm going to maintain my Fourth Amendment.
Okay, just... Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
So the last time I was up here...
Excuse me, I make an objection. She has to follow the rules like everybody else.
This was not on my bingo card tonight. Can I please suspend the rules to allow our law department to weigh in?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Attorney Bissonnette? What,
I'm concerned that the First Amendment really is at issue here. We have rules as to public speak out, but there really is no provision requiring the identification. It has been often the practice that name, first and last, and address is needed in order to verify who the person is speaking, that they're a resident of the city. I've heard it said, but it's not in writing, that if you're not a resident of the city, then leave has to be given by the council for an outside individual to speak. Again, not written down. So I think in this instance, I would be hesitant to not allow someone to speak and to take any more time than the 2 minutes.
okay.
Concerned members should consider a rules change if you want to make this more enforceable.
Sure, that sounds good. I'm okay with that. Councilor Jordan and then Councilor Rivera.
Yeah, under the point of order, number one, as soon as we allow one person not to state their name and address for the record, then why would anybody? Number two, because the precedent will be established. Number two, there is no requirement that this council even have public comment. So the First Amendment argument goes completely out the window because we're not even required to have public comment. And it should be noted that up until approximately 10 years ago, when I led as president to have public comment, this body had no public comment for its first 125 years of existence. This is a recent phenomena, and when we decided to do it, we created the rule that every person would state their name and address for the record, and if they don't want to comply with that, they don't need to, but then they don't participate in the public comment. It is a precursor to them, and it's content neutral because it applies to every single person who has ever spoke, and that rule should continue today and infinitum. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Jordan. Councilor Rivera?
I was gonna entertain a motion to suspend the rules to allow her to speak.
Second.
Second.
Okay, motion, hold on. So we have a point of order, and we also now have a motion to suspend the rules. I feel like I haven't been able to address the point of order yet, so if I could maybe address that first, and then kind of
I withdraw my motion for a second.
okay, we'll get there. And like for everyone here tonight, like the theme of this evening is we'll get there. I hope that we get there unscathed. I've had a very nice July, and I want to kind of keep my August with those good vibes. So I'm not here to try and stifle anyone's right to speak. I'm also, as the city council president, it's my job to enforce the rules of the city council as they're written before us. And so keeping both of those things in mind and knowing that we have, as always, the August agenda is always meaty. And so it just, what I would like to do, hearing the feedback from the solicitor, and also wanting to sort of move things forward, I am hoping, this is like literally just coming at me. So I think what I am feeling like is I would rather that for tonight, folks who, for this evening, I would like folks to state their name, and a street is fine. If we can just do this for tonight, and I can talk to the law department. I'm also trying to think of the city. I'm trying to uphold the city council rules. This is not really an easy decision one way or the other, because I just want to move things forward. It's already 7:20, so I guess what I'm going to do first is, so I'm the president and I can decide how to run the meeting. That's within my right. And so I am going to ask, Claire from Ward 6. I need a street.
I said a street.
I understand, and we don't, so the rules of the city council are we don't engage back and forth with the public. We don't have a dialogue. The public has the opportunity. I'm just trying to explain for folks who may not be familiar with this process. So I saw your hand up. I can't call on, that's not how it works here. Trust me, I don't love Robert's rules, but that's what we follow, and that's not how this kind of works. If there's public hearings, great. That's an opportunity to engage. Public comment is specifically for residents or stakeholders to come, say their name and address. This is how we typically do it. So I'm letting you know that if you come to another meeting, I'm going to be more prepared to know what I can and cannot do, because first and foremost, I want to do my job and enforce the rules of the city council, but I also want to respect everyone's right to speak. I hear you. I hope you get that I feel you on all of this, but I also have to do my job in council chambers. So I heard I'm going to allow it for this evening, and moving forward, we're going to have a set policy. I'm going to take the solicitor's advice this evening. Councilor Jordan, I appreciate your points, and I hear you, and I need a couple weeks to process some of this stuff. Councilor Jordan.
Fair, and let me just say, I know you're trying to do the right thing, but we've had literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people come for public comment. This has never been an issue. We've always had, this is a really simple 2-second thing.
Has no one ever, genuine question, has no one ever come and,
No one's ever had an issue with it. And I think well, I don't want to spend too much time getting into the why.
Yeah.
This is
I don't either.
the way we do
Really
it. But we do
either.
keep minutes, and you're supposed to have identified, and so people can attribute the remarks back to a person.
Yeah.
Not, I'm just Joe from Idaho.
And for
I come
us
in
as
here.
counselors, I think you would agree, I think we would all agree, I take notes on who comes up to public comment, and I like to follow up. I like to know, like, who is coming to us and speaking to us. So I understand both sides.
I'm
So
just not sure why we're not doing the same thing we've always done, but fair enough.
has this situation ever happened when someone has said that they don't want to state their address and name?
No, because it's never been an issue.
I understand. So you hear where I'm coming from. We're like, this is the first time it's happened. So maybe just for tonight, we can suspend the rules, and then I can check in with the law department tomorrow. I'm just trying to protect the city. I'm trying to, I don't know.
Madam President.
All right. So Councilor Rivera was next, and you had your hand up before. Are you good?
I mean, if you're gonna let her speak, I'm good. It was the motion to suspend the rules to allow her.
A motion to suspend the rules to allow Claire to speak.
That's clear.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, there we go.
Thank you. And I'm going to just thank you all for that spirited discussion. Last time I stood at this microphone, I was here advocating for the proper disbursement for the abatement, the opioid abatement funds. And in digging into that issue, I have uncovered quite a few things. I started looking at the abatement funds because it's my area of professional expertise, and I made a commitment to advocacy on that front. But this is about the question I keep asking myself while I do this research. And that question is, what qualities does a person have for their life to matter in the city of Holyoke? It could be circumstances of birth, race, spoken language, wealth. Maybe they're unborn. But I don't know what a person needs to do to have their life matter here, because it seems to be decided before they have a chance to speak up. I know that at least 67 people have died in the city while the city has had that money, but it probably is closer to over 100, because not every overdose is reported in the same way. The number would be a lot higher if it weren't for our first responders. Now, first responders in this regard are not police, fire, ambulance. First responders for an overdose are the person that is there. They're the volunteer running in 93-degree weather with Narcan in their hand. Police, fire, and medical are second response in an overdose. Those volunteers are what save these lives.
And we're at time. Thank you. Up next is Christian from West Franklin Street. Welcome.
Hello, hi. Quick question: is this a time to do my part on a request that I put for, like, to discuss? It's in the agenda. I just want to make sure that this is the time to.
Yeah. So public comment is the time.
First time, so sorry.
No. You're fine. You're fine. If you want to advocate for something, or it won't be a conversation. It's just yes, but that is the right time for it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
My name is Christian Cardi Guzman from 203 West Franklin Street, and I live at the corner of West Franklin Street and Linden Street. I'm here today to respectfully request a special permit to build a driveway on the right side of my property, which is technically categorized as a front yard due to corner lot zoning rules. I want to explain why this driveway is not only unreasonable but also necessary for the safety and functionality of my home and my person. First, my current parking situation is unsafe and limited. I live on a corner roughly the first 100 feet of West Franklin near the intersection doesn't allow any parking in the front of my house. and that significantly reduced my availability to street parking. On Linden Street, which is a narrow one, coming from 2 lane to 1 lane, parking is allowed in both sides, but this also means that there is a limited space for moving traffic, especially for large truck will mainly use this street to travel from South Hadley when using Route 202. Recently, my car has been struck many times, and I'm also a foster parent who usually unload children from my car to my property. Also, my home or the home around my property has driveways, and they have the same situation. So, in conclusion, I'm not asking for an exception for convenience. I'm asking because it is a matter of safety, necessity, and fairness. And I respectfully request you support for your support for this special permit.
Thank you.
Perfect timing. You had 10 seconds to spare. Thank you. And just to let you know, counselors, this is the petition is item 32 on the agenda. So, Christian, what will happen is it will get referred to the Development and Government Relations Committee, and it'll be discussed in a subcommittee. And that's, you can come, you'll probably get an invite from Jeffrey. So, okay, great. Thank you, though, just so you're aware. Okay, up next. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Kristen from Meadow Street. Welcome.
Hi, Kristen Fontaine, first timer too. My address is 1 Meadow Street in Holyoke. I'm here because there was a petition in for an at-home right occupancy. I think I'm saying that correct. So I was just approved for my cottage license. I bake bread. I live at the end of a dead-end street. I have ample parking in front of my house, and I want customers to be able to come and pick up their bread 1 day a week on Fridays. I can do delivery services, but we're talking all of the fees that are associated with that, and I'm trying to provide healthy bread to people at a lower cost, and so, yeah, that's why I'm here. That's it.
Thank you. And also that looks like item 34 on our agenda tonight. So the same thing, Kristen, it'll get referred to committee, and it'll be a longer discussion and a vote, and then back to council. So thank you for coming as well. Up next, I have Erin from Norwood Terrace.
Good evening, friends. Erin Brunell, 44 Norwood Terrace is one of my many city addresses. I'm here to speak on items number 39 and 40. I would encourage you all to approve item number 39 and not item number 40. I was watching the replay of last night's DGR meeting. I would like to thank those counselors that would support the purchase and sale for Lot 4 Mountain Road to go forward as planned. I also want to recognize Attorney Vacan asking the city solicitor for clarity on Chapter 61A and him not getting the chance to answer that. So for clarity, Chapter 61A is agricultural for tax purposes. You have to have a minimum of 5 acres and you have to farm the land. So no, not just anybody can put their land in Chapter 61A. And when it gets removed from 61A, any wetlands that are currently protected will remain protected. The buyer has only the intention to build a single family house on the front part of the acreage and has no intentions of disturbing the back acreage. He is here tonight as well. I personally think that Kestrel Land Trust trying to buy it through the 128 days right of first refusal feels very backdoor. This property was on the market for 211 days with no offers, and the city has already approved 2 previous sales by the same owner. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right, up next, I have Jose Ramos from Congress Ave. Hi, Jose. So just step on up to the microphone.
Right there, Jose.
Yep. and just make sure you speak right into the microphone.
All right.
You have 2 minutes. Please just state your name and address for the record, and I'm gonna keep track of time. And I'll hold up this sign when you have 1 minute, and then at time, okay?
Hi, my name is Jose Ramos. My address is 95 Congress Ave. Holyoke.
What would you like to tell us, Jose?
I want to buy this property. I just want to make my house. I don't want to interfere with the.
Just talk.
I don't want to interfere with the woods. I just want to make my house, you know.
And you want us to approve it?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Jose.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming in.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Up next, I have Paul from Homestead Ave. Hi, Paul. Welcome. I'm going to just restart my timer, and whenever you're ready.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Paul Alves. I'm at 216 Homestead Avenue, and I forgot my glasses today.
Story of my life.
So I'm speaking on the remediation and abatement funds for opioids. We were here in July last month, and there was a meeting a few weeks ago with almost 100 people attending. I'm not sure what actions have been taken. I know a few people who have signed up on those lists. Nobody has been contacted as of yet, but I'm here to advocate for a committee to be put together that would predominantly include multiple people with lived and living experience in order to have a say in the use of the funds which are meant for their community. So making this a priority would support those individuals and their families who are suffering with their recovery and well-being while following best practices as put forth by the Department of Public Health here in Massachusetts. So leaving this up to a single person's decision who is not a subject matter expert will likely escalate the problem as opposed to remedying it as the funds are intended for. So thank you for hearing us today, and have a great day. Happy summer.
For coming.
Thank you very much. Next, I have Toby Wilson from Hamden Knowles Avenue.
Yes, Hamden Knowles, where my driveway's taken away. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I'm representing a gentleman.
State your name and address, please.
Thomas Toby Wilson, 21
Thank you.
Hampton Knowles Road, Holyoke, Massachusetts.
Thank you.
I am representing Abbas Yunus, Abe, as we all know him, a businessman in the city, very many businesses. He has a property on Main Street, on 289 Main Street, and there's a reverter in this 678, 689 Main Street. And we have not been able to get a permit to get the reverter, so he can build. He has a client who's going to build a storage center right on that property. Right now, it's vacant. There was a gas there, and he's, for some reason, back in a few months ago, it was passed by, actually, Sir Jourdain made a motion that it should clear the previous reverter, swapped out, 3-year reverter. Somehow, it's not being allowed. I don't know where it is. I'm not going to blame anybody. I don't think anyone here is involved, maybe somebody in the city, but...
You talked to the law department?
Pardon me?
Law department?
I know the law department, but they're not happy with that. To me, so the one conversation I had, just one conversation in the middle of housing court. But anyway, so Holyoke needs businesses. Let's face it, we need to have businesses. It's in a empty area, in an area that doesn't have a lot, has business, but not a lot. So I'm here on his behalf, great businessman, someone around the city, known well, that really, we'd like to get the reverter done so it can be built and have a nice new business in Holyoke. Thank you very much. Tempo time.
Thank you. I don't see I'm not seeing anyone with their hands up on Zoom. Anyone else? Okay. Thank you, everyone, for coming to public comment. Come every meeting. Please, actually. We love it. That's what this is all about. Well, all right. I'm wondering if for items 1 and 2.
Do you want to take those two up real quick?
Well,
Over or no?
So I'm hoping we can actually maybe lay them on the table for now so that people, because
I mean 32 and 34.
Oh, 32 and I'm sorry.
Want to do that real quick?
Yeah, of course.
You want to just make the motion? I'll second.
Yes, please. So I'd entertain a motion to suspend the rules and take items 32 and 34 out of order and as a package.
So move, second.
And
ship on the DGR.
Send to DGR. Any other discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so yes, we will move those items to DGR where they will be discussed.
And what do you want to do 1 through 4?
And then, for 1 and 2, should we, or was there another one out of order? Oh, wait, there was another one out of order. Counselor Devine had asked for 75 out of order.
Okay.
Counselor Devine, is that correct? I see your hand up.
Yes, that's correct, madam. As long as Aaron Bagan is still in the audience.
Yes. He's on Zoom.
Okay.
Counselor Devine, let me just read 75 into the record.
Sure.
And first, can I hear, I'd entertain a motion to suspend the rules and take...
So moved.
Second.
Take 75 out of order. To take final action this evening. So 75 is the City Council hereby accept the provisions of the fiscal year 2026 Community Mitigation Fund, $294,000 no match grant, and authorizes the establishment of a fund or other method appropriate. Counselor Devine?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Aaron Vega is here now, and he can discuss this, and hopefully people will agree and pass it tonight.
Okay, motion to suspend and let Aaron speak to us for a minute.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to suspend the rules and allow Aaron Vega to speak. Can you briefly provide us with an overview of what this grant is for? And
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Good evening, councilors, and you can put that. I can do this in a minute. This is our fourth Mass Gaming Mitigation Fund grant. We predominantly use this to promote much of our tourism efforts that we've been doing, including Explore Holyoke, the Armor Yard. We support events. This is our 2026 grant. We have 3 of them active so far. The reason you haven't seen a report on the one from 2023 is they're good for 3 years. We're hoping to spend that one down in the next 6 months, so you'll get a report on that. And just doing a lot of great stuff with this grant. Within this one, we also have a collaboration with the police department to support some software upgrades to deal with traffic mitigation. So that will be good for the whole city. And again, some other efforts to support the Puerto Rican Cultural District, efforts to support, again, some of our tourism efforts, and to support our sister city relationship. Next year, Tralee, Ireland, and Salinas, Puerto Rico, we are working on programs with both cities and towns to have a relationship and building that sister city relationship. So there'll be some events around that. We'll be able to have some funds to support that when they come and visit Holyoke. Am I upside down?
You were.
Yes, there you go.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you. I'm going to open it up to counselors, and I see Counselor Bartley and then Counselor Vacan.
Yeah, just a very quick question. Aaron, it seems like a good grant, but is there a particular reason why we need to not send this to committee?
We were just looking to amplify the funds right away. Everything's been signed from the state level, so we're just going through this process. So some of the funds we could activate quickly. So we're just looking to save some time, given the September schedule, knowing the Big E event. So we weren't sure if we would be able to get it done in September or October. So we're just looking to be able to allocate some of those funds right away. because each grant has different buckets. So this bucket, this grant, the other grants, I don't have anything for the Puerto Rican Cultural District or for the Sister City relationship or any of that kind of stuff. So some of those funds, some of those things we wanted to do like in the next 30 to 60 days. So we're just trying to get this through the process. Obviously happy to go to committee if needed and talk about it more. Happy to go to committee and talk about the efforts we're doing around tourism as well. That could be a separate order.
Well, Aaron, just one more question.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I guess I don't have a problem getting the money to you fast, Aaron, but I would much rather have it be your commitment to go to the finance committee or whatever committee you want to go to. I don't care, and just explain in more detail. I mean, because otherwise we're going to get these requests every single time a grant comes in, and it's not fair to the other department heads, and it's not fair to us to have to deal with this out of order. So I don't like doing it, but consider this a one-off deal for my vote for this time. Okay, thank you, pal.
Fair enough.
Thank you, pal.
Yep. That was understood, and I just thought since this was a reoccurring grant, it was the same vein. So just trying to get in there. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Councilor Bacon?
My question was the same, so it's answered. Thank you.
Okay, and I was looking at the calendar. The next Finance Committee meeting is next week, and then Monday. And then that would go to the full council the first week, right? That's the 2nd, September 2nd, the day after Labor Day. So, okay. Anyone else?
No, I'll just make a motion to suspend our rules and what do we do with this? Pass the first reading? Is that what we do with these?
Yeah.
Second.
Okay, thank you.
I
don't want to step on toes though, but.
I get it. So the motion was made and seconded to suspend the rules and pass the first reading. Any other discussion? Okay.
No, Madam Chairman, just what Aaron had said.
Okay. And that threw me off. The motion was to pass the first reading.
Second reading?
No, wait, I still got to do the first reading. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Is there a motion to?
Motion to
pass the second reading.
Motion to pass the second reading. The clerk will call the roll. If you vote yes, you're voting to accept item 75.
Anderson Burgos,
Yes.
Bartley,
Yes.
Devine,
Yes.
Givner,
Yes.
Graney,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
McGrath Smith,
Yes.
Murphy Ramboletti,
Yes.
Ocasio, I Rivera,
Yes.
J Rivera. Yes. Sullivan,
Yes.
Bacon.
Yes.
Unanimous vote.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. 75. All right. Now, was there anything, Councilor Bacon?
If this is in order, I'd like to make a motion that we take up items 1 and 2 and vote to release the recommended executive session minutes as
Sure.
reviewed by City Solicitor's Office.
Okay. And I have Jeffrey help me with notes because the issue was that, like, the way they're listed on the agenda, some of them aren't in the right group as it reads on this agenda. So I just want to make sure we're releasing the right ones and then keeping the other ones laid on the table.
Okay, so.
I have a little cheat sheet.
So if I go by the printed copies that we have?
Yes.
Then my motion would include executive session November 1, 2022.
Yep.
December 5th, 2023.
Yep.
February 6th, 2024.
Yep.
And January 22nd, 2024.
Yep.
I believe that's it.
Okay, good. That's what my list says too. The Jeffrey list.
Well, that's my motion.
Okay.
Anybody?
So is the motion was Is there a second?
Yep, second.
Okay, so any other discussion on releasing these minutes that the law department has told us are ready to be released? Any other discussion? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Okay. And then the other ones will leave on the table, or?
Yep.
You want to take?
Well, item 4. Motion
I-
to take up item 4 for the.
Second.
Oh,
regular
yeah, definitely,
meeting
but I just want to make
minutes?
sure 2 leave on the table and 3,
I thought we
or-
took up 2.
okay,
We didn't?
got it.
Right, because there's still some remaining,
Oh, all right.
right?
Okay. And just to let everyone know, I will be working with the law department to schedule an executive session for the fall. We'll squeeze in some time at some point. So just reach out to me if there's things that you want, like on that agenda, or an update from them. Yeah, Councilor Jordan?
That was for the legal update, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And if I could get a heads up about the one that was in the newspaper this week
Yeah.
regarding the case relative to gun licensing, and there's a lawsuit against the Hoyoke Police Department that seems to be escalating at a pretty high level. I don't recall us getting a briefing on that case before, so if we could add that one to the list. It was in the newspaper this week.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
Councilor Bartley?
if we could get some kind of a update on the litigation going on in land court relative to the Begley Lawler Trust.
Okay.
Which I asked for it to be in a litigation update. I asked that to be amended. We
Okay.
voted to approve it. It was not amended. So the law department still has not disclosed anything
Okay.
about that lawsuit. So maybe they could come to executive session and tell us what's going on.
I'll reach out to them myself.
Thank you.
Got it. Thank you. Okay, so then you said Councilor Bacon 4.
Yes.
Motion receive and adopt.
Item 4 is from the city clerk, and it's the meeting minutes from June 17th, June 23rd, and June 30th. Motion to receive and adopt.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Thank you both, as always, for great minutes. We're going to keep 5 laid on the table for now?
Yes, because
Okay.
that's still in charter and rules.
Okay, cool.
Sure, yeah.
All right, and then 6 through 11 are reappointments.
Motion to suspend rules, take 6 through 11 as a
6
pack.
through 6 through
If they're
6 through
reappointments.
17. No, so I'm sorry.
Some are reappointments.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So we're doing
I'll just say
reappointments.
pre-appointments. Okay, 6 through 11.
6 through 11.
Great. Motion was made and seconded to suspend the rules and take items 6 through 11 as a package. They are all reappointments submitted by the mayor. One is for the local historic commission. There is a reappointment to the Board of Park and Recreation. 8 is the local historic district. 9 is the library board. 10 is the library board. And 11 is the Board of Appeals.
A motion to suspend the rules and then reconfirm all the appointments.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to suspend the rules and confirm all reappointments. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
Now, Madam Chair, maybe take 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 up as a package.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to suspend the rules and take items 12 through 17 as a package. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
And the motion now is to refer them to the Public Service Committee.
Second.
And motions been made and seconded to refer to the Public Service Committee. I'll briefly read what these are. These are all letters of appointment from the mayor. And they are, the 12 is for the Historic District Commission, 13 is for the Library Board, 14 is for the Local Historic District Commission, 15 is for the Library Board, and 16 is for the Historical Commission. 17 is for the Citizens Advisory Committee. So all of those send to public service. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, great. And thank you to everyone who volunteers their time for all of our boards and commissions. Love it. Okay, item 18. From Councilor Bartley, it's an editorial regarding Elmwood Forest.
Yes, my motion is to receive and refer to the DGR committee.
Motions to
Second.
receive and refer to DGR, seconded. All those, sorry, Councilor Bartley.
I just want to point out one thing, because this is an unbelievable editorial. It's an unsigned editorial for the Springfield paper. My favorite line is this. This is the editorial. Our proposal is simple. Residents of Ward 3 accept they hold a losing hand. Isn't that kind? Isn't that kind? So I look forward to having a little more general discussion with our friends with that at some point. Thank you.
Thank you. So send to DGR. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, 19 is from Councilor Bartley, Viewpoint Garcia.
Yeah, my motion is to receive, and we can send this one to DGR too, in case anybody wants to review it.
Second.
Yeah.
Motion's been made and seconded to refer to DGR.
And then briefly, I know we don't like have our names called, but the mayor decided to call me out 3 times in his letter in response to this editorial. So we can have some fun, and I know people don't like it when that happens, but sometimes yours truly gets called out. And
democracy.
you know, it's a big boy game, and so we'll have a chance to talk on the microphone a little more about that.
Sounds like that's going to be a good discussion.
It will be. Thank you.
I look forward to it.
Wasn't I nice?
Yeah.
See, I can be nice.
Yeah. Of course. All right. 20 is from Councilor Jardine, communication for the Joint Committee agenda.
Yes.
Send that to Joint
Receive
Committee.
and kindly refer it to the joint committee.
Motion was made and seconded to receive and send to Joint Committee. All those, Councilor Jardine.
Just briefly, I wanted to mention to counselors and to the public, the joint committee on the city council and school committee will be meeting on August 14th at 6:30. So should be a good agenda for that
Looking
evening.
forward to it.
Yep.
And that's here.
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
Who chairs that?
All righty. Councilor
great
Jardine does. All right. Wait, so do we vote on that? Send to the Joint Committee. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. 21 is from our city auditor. It's the general fund and sewer enterprise budget versus actual expense reports.
Receive and send to finance.
Receive and send to finance. All
Second.
those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. 22 is from our fire chief. It's the ambulance transport services feasibility study final report.
Receive and send to finance.
Receive and send to finance.
Second. Sorry.
Thank you. All those in favor? Councilor Jordan?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's reached out to either yourself or Councilor Devine. Do they plan on coming in to discuss the report and where we're going?
Yes, so actually the mayor forwarded it to have it, to ask for it to go on as a communication, and he asked that it would be referred to committee, and he wasn't sure if it was going to be, I wasn't sure if it was going to be DGR or public safety. I didn't know where you guys were going to want to send it. So now that we know,
yes,
we can make sure that.
Great. So it's an important issue, so we've been waiting for this report. So
Indeed.
We thank everyone involved for that. Yep.
Sounds good. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, 23 is from MDAR, Wedgewood Terrace Animal Health Order.
Yes.
Councilor Bartley?
My motion, thank you, Madam Chair, President. My motion is to receive and refer this to the ordinance committee. And may I make a quick comment after we second that?
Second.
Sure.
Okay, so, the chair has been gracious enough to take this matter up tomorrow night. So I want to make sure that this is you know, this is as quick as we got the order. I don't know if it's an order that we can take it up tomorrow night, but we're going to refer to ordinance and hopefully we can discuss it because this is exactly on point with the feline matter, feline safety matter. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So send
ordinance
to ordinance.
Yeah,
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. 24 is from the Attorney General's office. Open meeting law 2025.
Motion to receive.
Motion receive.
Motion to receive.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Okay. 25 is from the Community Preservation Act Committee. It's a fiscal 26 operating budget.
Receive, I guess you send it to Finance Committee, I would
Finance,
think.
yeah, second.
Send to Finance. All
Yes,
those
please.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Okay. 26 is the City of Holyoke Health Benefit Meeting signed trust minutes from June 2nd, 2025.
Motion to receive.
Motion to receive. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, 27 is...
Motion to suspend
Yes.
rules and take up 27, 28, 29, and 30 as a package.
Motion has been made and seconded to suspend the rules and take up 27, 28, 29, and 30 together as a package. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Let me just read them into the record. So 27 is the minutes from the May 21st and June 18th Board of Fire Commission meeting. 28 is the grant completion form for MEMA program, $9,500 grant. 29 is the grant completion form for the firefighter safety equipment program. 30 is a grant completion form for the firefighter safety equipment program. That was round one.
Motion to receive.
Motion to receive. Under discussion, Councilor
Very,
Bartley.
very briefly, this is an ordinance change that yours truly we all work together on, but yours truly initiated. And Madam Chair, Madam President, look at this thing now. Instead of having fund balances that go into massive deficits, we have fund balances that end in zero. See how easy it is?
It's a beautiful thing.
It really is, especially when we had a boondoggle 6 years ago with this.
All right.
$1 million. Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you. 31 is a petition from residents of Sequoia Drive and Cypress Road, application for speed humps.
Receive and send to ordinance.
Receive and send to ordinance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we already did 32. So 33 is a petition from Raul Montez of 33 Mountain View Street.
In Springfield?
Springfield? Oh, for a street vendor permit?
Oh.
Got it. Does that go to
DGR?
DGR?
Sure does.
Righty. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We did 34. Okay, so quick president's report. So nice to see you all. Missed ya. Sort of. Think that we all had I hope we all had a good July. A few reminders of things that are coming up. Well, first of all, congratulations to the committee of the Fiestas Patronales event here in Holyoke. It was awesome. I had a great time. I know that Councilor Jenny Rivera and Councilor Anderson Burgos were very involved in months of planning. And it was just a great weekend. Thanks to everyone who was able to stop by, and for the mayor for inviting us up. Just overall, a really awesome boost to our region. It's a big boost to our local economy. And it was awesome. You drove by the next morning and wouldn't have even known that there was a huge party there. So it was great. Juan, you have your hand up?
I do, yeah. Whenever I'd like to speak about Fiestas Patronas.
Go for it, since we're on it, go for it.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so first of all, I would love to be there with all of you, but unfortunately, that 4-day event, I actually lost my voice. It's much better now. And I injured my lower back, of course, because of my fault, because I must do it all on my own kind of attitude. And anyways, I really want to personally thank Counselor Patty Devine, President Tessa Murphy Ramaletti, and Megan McGrath-Smith for coming out and actually volunteering and spending time with a lot of our residents from the community. This event, I have volunteered in the past, but I will tell you this, the amount of work and the dedication that it takes to pull off an event of this magnitude is beyond belief. And I learned that this year, and I'm looking forward towards next year. It really brought a lot of visibility and lively. It was just lively and wonderful, and people from every corner of Massachusetts, Boston, and beyond. It was wonderful. And thank you for everyone that showed up and the counselors that showed up the day of the dignitaries. Thank you so much for attending. I really appreciate you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so there are a few events that are coming up. The ribbon cutting for the new Peck Middle School is happening next Thursday, August 14th. At 2 p.m. in front of the main entrance. The press conference will be 2 to 2:30 with a tour immediately after. So if you're able to go, that'd be great. Good to see you. This is also a reminder, we sent a couple emails about the Puerto Rican Parade in Springfield on Sunday, September 14th. We should be lining up around 10:30 and stepping off at 11. So just please reach out to myself if you haven't, or Jeffrey, or the mayor directly. Just want to make sure that we don't miss anyone and make sure everyone gets the same directions and all that stuff. The back to school fair or the huge back to school event that happens with the Safe Neighborhood Initiative and One Holyoke and just a ton of partners. That's happening on Saturday, August 15th. Let me make sure is it the 16th? Yeah, the 16th. They are still looking for volunteers. So I can ask Jeffrey to send out a link to sign up and volunteer if you're able to. It's a really fun event to volunteer at. I've been doing that for years and years, and it's always a great mood lifter. So I'm sure they would really appreciate it. Or if you're watching at home and you want to get involved, this is your chance. And then just a final reminder that the Community Preservation Act Committee is seeking public input on how to invest the funds that they provide every year to projects under the categories of housing, historic preservation, outdoor recreation, open space acquisition. There's a survey that's available in English and in Spanish on the city's website under the news section. So please, if you're listening and are interested, or any counselors, help us share the word. And last, the Honoree concert, they're back. They start tomorrow. So I told them I'd give a plug. Anyone else have anything they want to add? Counselor Graney.
Yes, quickly, Madam Chair, I just want to mention to the community that our retired varsity basketball coach from Holyoke High School and teacher for many years, 36 years as head varsity basketball coach, has written a book. It's called Get on the Purple Line, and it mentions all the intricacies and intimate details of the complexities of coaching and teaching young people of all different backgrounds, and it's an excellent read. I'm 3/4 of the way through it. My wife has read it, Coach Regali, and I still call him Coach Regali because he's a role model for all people in Holyoke. And it's something that I think that the community should be proud of, that we should all support, and it's available online. You could go to Get on the Purple Line book by Bill Regali or Amazon Books, and I recommend it highly. And that's my book report for the evening. Bill Regali is a fine, fine young man, coach, and I was there to see what he did for the youth of Holyoke, and it was wonderful. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Councilor Rivera and then Councilor Jordan.
I
Councilor Jenny
also,
Rivera.
thank you, Madam President. I also run a summer program which ran from the beginning of July, ends August 14th, and that is why I'm dressed the way I'm dressed today. So I got out of work. I was not going to go to a summer program in a dress and heels. So August 14th is our back to school event, and last year we served about 200 kids. This year we're thinking it's going to be around 300. So if any counselor would like to go and help me pass out backpacks with school supplies, you're more than welcome. At Springdale Park, August 14th from 6 to 8.
Thank you. Councilor Jordan.
Yes, a couple of things. First of all, before I mention the thing I wanted to mention, I did want to also just say Fiesta Patronales was an incredible event. It was nice to attend, and everybody just had a tremendous time. And I just want to thank everybody that were the volunteers and a number of our counselors and everybody. It was just such a great event and such a great promotion for the community. And I, in particular, appreciate the mayor's leadership and trying to reach out to particularly the mayor of Camarillo, who I particularly enjoyed meeting, him and his wife, and just a wonderful, wonderful time that we had to spend together. So just great job by everybody. But I also wanted to mention, in the spirit of what Councilor Graney was mentioning, he probably won't also mention because he's too humble, was the fact that his nephew, Bill Graney, who's also in his own right a longtime art teacher in the Hoyoke Public Schools, did all of the artwork for that particular book, including the cover, and did an amazing job. So I wanted to also give a shout out to Bill Graney. So we've got some really special things that have gone over the summer, and congrats to all.
Love it.
Very nice.
Great.
Well done.
Thank you. Okay, so that's it from me.
38?
30, I was going to say 35, 36, and 37 all remained in committee. So 38 is the Committee on Development and Government Relations, to whom was referred a special permit application of L.N. Bernache, Inc. for motor vehicle repair garage in the IG zone at 37 Appleton Street. Recommended that the special permit be granted with the following condition: the hours of operation be Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Councilor Givner?
Thank you, Madam President. We had a nice discussion about this new business. It seems like it's all coming together rather well. There was some commentary about suggestions from the planning board, but all in all, it looks like there's going to be a repair shop in the right location for this kind of shop. It's an industrial zone already. There's nothing in that space right now. It's a large space, plenty of parking. I think it's going to bring a lot to the city, honestly. And they had a great application. It looks very complete, but I'm not an expert, but they did seem to have all their plans in order. All the questions raised by the committee were answered, and it looks like they're moving in the right direction, and they're almost there. So, thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Sullivan.
Yeah, and I'll take the place of Councilor McGivern tonight with a short history lesson.
I love it.
I'll make it short. I made a mistake last night mentioning Atlas Copco. But it was the former site of Worthington Compressor, which was subsequently bought by Atlas Copco. Worthington Compressor was a historical employer in the city of Holyoke. It was an immense facility. Unfortunately, when they moved out of there, underground storage tanks for cutting oils and fuels were left in place. The building was abandoned for several years, then run by American Dream Modular Home, who went bankrupt. When the applicant came along and realistically saved the city $1.5 million to $2 million in demolition and remediation costs. And that is the reason why they got the building from the Redevelopment Authority for $1. So interesting piece of history with the Worthington piece. And yes, they did during World War II parade howitzers that they manufactured there down High Street here in Holyoke.
That's cool. Thank you for the history lesson, actually. Counselor Bartley?
Counselor Sullivan's explanation last night really hammered it home for me, so I'm in full support, and I'm ready to vote on the special permit. Thank you.
Okay. Counselor Givner?
Thank you, Madam President. I'm just curious why all of these say awaiting disposition on the agenda.
So that agenda was because that's what it appeared as when the agenda had to come out before your meeting.
Oh, okay.
So they don't all have it on like the updated version, which is
right there on the table.
I think there's an extra one on the table right there. Jeffrey updated it today.
Yep.
Out of the kindness of his heart.
Okay, I thought the online version was always the most updated, but I guess I'm mistaken. Thank you.
Yep.
Well, he can't update the online one once it's out. I don't know. Okay.
And just through the chair to Councilor Sullivan, I just want to make sure the hours, Mike, are 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Yes.
Okay.
Monday through Saturday.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Is there any other comments? Okay. On the motion,
It would be to grant a special permit with the condition about the hours.
okay, so the motion is to grant the special permit with the condition of that the hours of operation be Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. The clerk will call the roll. If you vote yes, you are voting to approve and grant the special permit with the condition.
Anderson Burgos,
Yes.
Bartley,
Yes.
Devine,
Yes.
Givner,
Yes.
Graney,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
McGrath Smith,
Yes.
Murphy Ramboletti,
Yes.
Ocasio,
Yes.
I Rivera,
Yes.
J Rivera,
She just stepped out.
Sullivan,
Yes.
Bacon.
Yes.
Unanimous vote.
Okay, with that, you have approved this special permit for 38. 39 is the Committee on Development and Government Relations, to whom was referred a communication from Adam Mulcahy and Christina Gusick, notification of intent to sell under MGL. Recommended that the order be referred to the full council without recommendation. Councilor Givner.
Thank you, Madam President. So I think there was some confusion towards the end of the meeting. This was for the notification of intent to sell, which we wanted to receive as a communication.
Okay.
Okay. I'm like, wait, I thought.
I'm just hanging out.
Yeah, so
Second that.
it was my understanding we wanted to receive item 5 as just to receive and adopt item 5, and that we needed to.
Item 39, right? We're talking about.
Oh, sorry, it was item 5 on the agenda last night. Sorry.
Sure.
39.
No, that's okay.
Mhm.
So, wait, what did you? I'm sorry. I got a lot of. I also, like, full disclosure, I think I'm getting an ear infection, and I can't really hear out of my right ear, so I'm having a hard time. 39 is what we need to act on, and 40 came in as a communication.
Oh, is that the one?
No,
That's what I have.
39 we need to. Yeah, 39 comes in as a communication, and 40 we need to act on.
I think it's the other way around, isn't it?
It's the other, but I was just looking at your agenda from last night,
It's the other way around.
and yeah, it's the other way around.
So the notification of the intent to sell, item 39, which was item 5 on last night's agenda.
Yep.
It's my understanding we are to receive that notification.
So yes, and yes.
Okay.
And
Take action on it.
The action would be to receive.
Nope, you have to vote on it.
Okay, hold on, everyone. Hold on. We'll figure this out. We'll get there. Counselor Bacon?
So I just had a question. If we are receiving item 39, are we accepting the purchase and sale agreement that was signed by the initial purchaser who was at the microphone tonight?
Counselor Bartley, and then Counselor Jordan.
Yeah, I'm not, yeah, so if you look at the packet, Madam Chair, there's a vote that we're being asked by someone, I'm not really sure, but someone in the executive department, I think it's a Conservation Commission, they want us to take a vote, and this is item number 39, that where we have to, we're here to take action on that. Item 40 is simply a communication from the Kestrel Land Trust to whom they would like to they would like to receive the assignment of the Chapter 61A plan. So 40 you just have to receive. 39 you have to vote on it up or down.
Because if you look at thank you, Counselor. If you look at the attachment that goes with 39, you do see that there's a list of, it says Holyoke City Council notice that MGL Chapter 61A option will not be exercised. And then it has Holyoke City Council President, Counselor. So
That's with 39.
that's with 39.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying that 39 gets
the vote.
A vote. It's not actually a communication. 40 is a communication. 40 is a communication from Kestrel Land Trust.
Right.
So,
And 39 is noticing us that the owner is selling.
Madam Chair?
Yeah, Counselor Bartley and then Counselor Jordan.
Yeah, if we just take up item 40, suspend rules, take up item 40 first. Just you can briefly read that on the record. We can accept that, and then we can take a vote on what to do with the 10 acres of land at item number 39. I wish they were the other way around, but they're not. So.
Okay, hold on one second, because I just noticed Counselor Devine's hand is up. Counselor Devine.
Yep, thank you, Madam President. On 39, I just want to make sure that's the one that has the purchase and sales agreement.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you very much.
So,
Counselor Givner, I want you to feel comfortable. I'm not trying to
No, it's fine.
but I just want to double check. Okay, so you made a motion, Counselor Bartley, to suspend the rules and take up item 40.
Item 40 and my motion be suspend, take up 40 first, and my motion be to receive.
So the motion, yes, did someone say something?
I did.
Yes, Counselor Devine.
So
Counselor Givner.
That's okay. So it's my understanding that we need to recognize that the owner wants to sell, and that we need to decide whether or not to give the right of refusal to Kestrel or not. So one would require a vote, which is item 40 which is what I understand from last night's meeting.
Okay.
And 39, we don't have any control over whether or not the owner sells, so that we would just acknowledge that we know. The owner would like to sell, and we need to decide on 40 whether or not we would like to pass the first right of refusal to Kestrel or not.
Okay.
Thank you.
Counselor Jordan.
Whatever.
Yes, I do agree with Counselor Givner, and I would also say, yes, I think, remembering now, item number 39 on the agenda, if we do nothing, this expires in approximately 20 more days, just so everybody's aware. This has that 120-day window.
That's for 39.
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
So there's really no action needed on that. It's just we're taking notice of it.
Okay.
6, the only thing, former DGR item 6, now noted as 40 on our agenda, the only thing I'm interested with is there is this letter from them, but it's really kind of a little bit odd to me that there's not an actual, some sort of legal form for us to actually vote on item number 40. It would seem to me, this just says we would like you to do this, but I don't see anything in the form of, from the law department that would say, here's what you're purchasing, here's all the items, like an actual agreement. Because I think that would need to go into this. Otherwise, all we're left is this solicitation from the executive director of the Kestrel Land Trust. And I think to that, there should be a document that would also speak to, and when this was mentioned last night, was any conditions that people would want to add to this. That should be something that the council could theoretically amend. The law department would either come up with those different conditions. You know, for example, they make various representations and promises in this document. One is that they state, we're going to have 7 acres over here that we're going to put a conservation restriction on, and that 3 acres over here is going to be developable. That should be stated somewhere in an actual legal agreement between the city and Kestrel Trust. All we have here is a letter of interest from Kestrel Trust. So I would just note that I don't think we're exactly properly postured here to actually vote on this. But I guess we're just saying we accept this letter of interest if we're taking a vote tonight. It would seem to me that there would actually be, if the city wanted to have this and have the council vote on it, there would be an operative document spelling out our taking the right of first refusal, that we're exercising it, and that we are agreeing to then sell the property through us to Kestrel for an amount of money of this, and that then Mr. Mulcahy is added as this other party where we're going to be paying the money ultimately through to him. I don't see any of this documentation here, but nevertheless.
Yeah, I've got a lot of folks in line, Counselor.
All right.
I have, and honestly, I kind of would, I'd like to hear from perhaps the law department. I mean, I see your hands. Oh, I'm sorry. So here's who I've got. I've got Counselor Gibner, then Counselor Anderson Burgos, Counselor Bacon, Counselor Devine, Counselor Bartley, and I think I got everyone. But does it make sense to have Attorney Bissonette speak first and see if some people's questions get answered? Okay.
So moved.
Okay, all those in favor to suspend the rules?
Aye.
Okay, thank you, and allow Attorney Bissonette to speak. Hi, Attorney Bissonette.
Good evening again, everyone. 61A is a unique set of rules in a situation like this. The notice provision has been complied with. That's number 39 on your agenda. That kicks off the time clock running, as Councilor Jordan has noted. That clock runs out the end of the week, at the end of the month. So we need to take some action one way or the other to allow the city either to purchase it as the right of first refusal. It's my paralegal. And the other option is to transfer that right to an interested nonprofit conservation agency, much like the Kestrel Land Trust. they've notified the city of their interest based on a reach out from conservation, I believe. So they're ready, willing, and able to take the city's position in this. We've had extensive discussions, obviously, about sort of splitting the baby here, conserving 7 acres, leaving 3 for development. You've heard from the prospective buyer, who, as has been pointed out, if no action is taken by the city to either exercise the right on its own behalf or to allow Kestrel to exercise it, then that right expires. The purchase and sale agreement does not expire. It continues between the 2 private parties. So the city not having the $215,000 handy has a limited role to play here, and that would be as a pass-through to Kestrel. That is certainly one option. Second option is to allow the right of first refusal to expire, reverse back to the 2 private parties in their purchase and sale agreement. Hope that clarifies things.
So I think, if I may, thank you, but I think everyone's on the same page on understanding that process. I think what we are not entirely sure of, or cannot agree on perhaps, is that for item 39, is item 39 communication that we are voting on or receiving? Or are we voting? Are we taking a vote on 39?
We're taking a vote on both 39 and 40.
Right.
What you could do is vote to exercise the right of first refusal, subject to transfer to the Kestrel Land Trust, based on the conditions in their letter, and then any other conditions that you might want to add, including subject to the purchase and sale document. Now, I note this is not an ordinance or anything the mayor has to sign off on until we get to the right of first refusal document. So there's really not a process under your rules. We're following state law basically here.
Yeah, okay, I don't know if that, do you want to respond to that, and then I'll hop back into this line?
I agree with everything Attorney Bissonette said. I guess my only question is, you see the letter from Kestrel Land Trust in item 40. We can just vote on that letter alone? There's no operative document that the council would have to execute?
Your vote would be the operative document authorizing the city to transfer the right of first refusal to Kestrel. And then the city would formalize that with a written agreement with Kestrel, allowing them to execute.
Okay, because typically my experience, okay, so you would prepare the documents after. As a general rule, the council prefers whenever we're having an interest in land that we have the draft documents before the council first, whether it's a sale of real estate, because this is an interest in real estate. We typically get the draft documents before we vote. That's traditionally what we've done.
Yes, that's what I was,
No, if we were to...
Guys, oh boy. All right.
I get, Madam President, if I may?
Yeah.
Just to finish my point, and then I'll wrap up. Item 40 is exercising a right in land, right? We're now agreeing to purchase this real estate from Mulcahy through the right of first refusal, with a third party paying the bill for us, and then we're transferring it from the city to them, right? That is an interest in real estate that would normally come to us in a draft document like any property sale. We don't have that. All we have is a letter from Kestrel saying, we'd like you to do this for us. We can do that on the back end, but the council will not have had an opportunity to review those documents and the wording of any conditions and other things that this council might put on them here tonight. like, I guess we'll have to be very precise in how we spell it out if the council is going to proceed with item 40.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going on my list here. I have Counselor Givner next.
I think things were pretty much clarified for me. I still understand that we need to acknowledge 39 and vote on 40.
I second that.
Okay, Counselor Anderson Burgos.
Withdraw.
Okay, Counselor Devine.
Thank you. I just want to make sure that this is a little confusing, but if I understand it correctly, voting on 39 would give that person that was at the mic today the ability to, he's already done a purchase and sales agreement. So that's what I want to make sure that my vote gives him the right to that purchase and sales agreement.
Okay. I mean, I think that's where I'm, I see, Meg. Okay, I got it. Okay. I'm also trying to make sure that I fully understand, Counselor Devine, what is actually getting voted on, because I also don't understand how we can vote on something for 40, and so I don't understand. That did not provide me any clarity, so I'm trying to understand that myself. So first of all, I see Attorney Bissonette's hand is up. If you want to try to clarify, I don't understand, just as Tessa, I do not understand how we do anything other than a motion to receive on item 40. I don't get that, because I don't understand how that's a vote, and I don't know what that, it seems like just a communication, so I don't understand. So Attorney Bissonette, I'll let you go first, and then I have Counselor Vacan, Bartley, and you guys can tell me if you don't want to anymore, but Vacan, Bartley, Counselor Israel Rivera, and Meg McGrath-Smith. So first, Attorney Bissonette, I don't know if you want to.
I might suggest a way to determine how you're going to move forward. If nothing happens, if you were to table 39 and 40 by the end of the month, then that purchase and sale agreement goes forward as if the city never was involved. Mr. Ramos gets his deal, as does the trust. So if that's what you want to accomplish, you can do it by a motion to table, combine 39 and 40 as a package, and then move to table it.
Okay.
And if that's defeated, then you can go forward, taking a vote on whether to do the, accept the land trust's offer to accept the right of first refusal and pay for it.
Okay. Up next, I've got Counselor Vacan.
Thank you, Madam President. So I am in favor of the purchase and sale agreement originally signed going forward. That is what I'm in favor of. So I would like to offer a motion to table items 39 and 40.
Second.
Okay.
There's not debatable.
So it's not debatable. Okay.
Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
Okay, so that's 39 and 40.
We got to vote on it, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I can't find 40. Hold on. There we go. 39.
Madam President?
Yes. Well, there's no more discussion, there's no more debate. Do you have a
I
question?
understand.
Yeah.
My ask is just for the maker of the motion to withdraw. It's in my ward, and I've been waiting patiently in line to speak on this topic, and I haven't been able to yet.
Okay. I don't really know.
She's asking for you to.
I'll withdraw it as long, but I don't want to get into a half hour more debate on this, but out of courtesy to the ward counselor, I'll withdraw my motion for
Okay.
comments.
Okay. So, Counselor Bartley, did you want to say anything?
I do, yes.
Okay. You're next in line, so
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So I'm just
Thank
gonna go,
you.
I'm gonna go on the merits as to why I don't wanna transfer this. And I'll just list them out. First of all, this is a private contract between two people. Yes, there was a 120-day clause in there that the city could option. The city decided not to option it because we can't afford to do it. But the city got asked by Kestrel Land Trust to step in. Kestrel Land Trust is only stepping in so they can pay the exact amount of money that's in the contract. There's no additional consideration coming to the city of Holyoke. There's no benefit to the city of Holyoke for doing this. The Kestrel Land Trust is not offering any consideration to the city for getting this option. Mr. Ramos wants to build a house in Ward 7 on acreage on a contract that he bought fair and square with a fair and square price. He came up to the microphone tonight. He wasn't given the courtesy of that he noticed for the meeting last night. Now, there was no legal obligation to do so, but it would have been nice if we could hear from him last night. But we heard from him tonight. He wants to move the contract forward. There's no tax benefit whatsoever to the city to do this. There's no money coming to the city to do this. The 3 acres of land, he's going to build this house. The 7 acres of land are going to remain wetlands. There's no benefit whatsoever to the city of Holyoke to exercise this option and give it to the Kestrel Land Trust. I'm incredibly disappointed that it got to this point, and I just hope that we can I appreciate the advice by Mike to go ahead and just table this, so I'm going to be fully supportive of that. Thank you.
Thank you. I have Counselor Israel Rivera next.
Oh yeah, no. I was gonna say what was already referenced, but yeah, you can continue on to the next person. My apologies for taking up space.
Please don't. No one should apologize for taking up space, guys. Come on, geez, be nicer to yourselves. All right, Counselor McGrath-Smith, you're up next.
Thank you. I just wanted to name that the 61A piece was something that the original land and current landowner knew and was something that they opted into in order to, be able to see a tax rate that's at the agricultural level instead of the residential level. And as a result, the buyer here who's put in an offer and there's a purchase and sale on the table knew all along through that process that this was a property that fell underneath 61A. So they absolutely knew very early on that the city absolutely was in their right to take this option for refusal and to consider a different use for the land. I want to name that the consideration here is that the land, 70% of it would be conserved and that the rest could become a buildable lot. And we have heard Kestrel affirm again and again that they would be willing to do so. So I guess the benefit to the city, the consideration they would be effectively providing us is that they are doing what we cannot do, which is we're not in the position to financially be able to afford all of the legal fees that it would take in order to see this land shifted into conserved land. It's a way for Kestrel to own that, and that is a consideration. And the benefit is that it would become conserved land that would be shared then by the public, rather than be land that was, purely privately held. I totally understand that we're going to see effectively in either situation a buildable parcel, and then either wetlands, right, undeveloped land, or a buildable parcel and then conserved land. But I do think there's value in conserved land. I'm not surprised that Kestrel stepped forward and they were interested once they saw the purchase and sale because it was a good price for the land. And I think to the organization, it seemed like this was something that made sense for them. If you think about that neighborhood, it's less than a mile between where that is as the crow flies to the land that they help the city conserve over behind the Glautak playground. And it's less than 4 miles to the Anniversary Hill land that they help the city conserve, attached to Anniversary Hill and Scotts Tower. So it's within an area of land that they've actually been really having their eye on for a long time. If you ever go to the Kestrel Land Trust offices, they have these massive maps. And what they're looking for is, how do we create corridors? How do we connect land for wildlife preservation, sometimes for passive recreation and trails? And they have these massive maps where they've color-coded everything in terms of land use. Like, here's privately owned land, but they allow people to walk on it. And here's privately developed land. Here's land that's conserved by the state, by a town, by us, by another conservation organization. And in those maps that they have, they're actively looking, and they're reaching out to different folks when land comes up. And they're actively optioning land whenever they see it, especially in those corridors they're trying to build. And so I'm not surprised, and I don't think it's a conspiracy. I don't think that this is anything that's untoward. I think that it makes sense for them and as an organization that's done good work with us as a city. Folks who live in that area like its character. They want to see it stay largely agricultural, or they want to see expanses of land protected. That's why folks came to us and asked CPA to protect the land just a mile away behind the playground and extend that parcel of land into conservation for public use. I think one of the weird parts of this process is that neighbors are not, butters are not notified through this process. So even though the land itself is changing use from agricultural, now to kind of a buildable parcel, the neighbors were never notified because it's not part of the process here. So when I actually spoke to a few neighbors over the last week, they didn't know that it was happening. And I think that that's a fault in the process itself. And a lot of people, I think, just didn't even know that this issue was really happening, or expected it to stay agricultural, or for it to stay largely unbuildable. I don't think the neighbors would have any issue with it, being, maybe one buildable lot and then wetlands behind it. But I also think that they would see the value of it being conserved land, so that there's some access to it for the neighbors as well. Thank you.
On the motion.
Thank you. Councilor Bacon?
I'd like to comment briefly and then renew my motion to table.
Go ahead.
And I'll second.
Thank you.
Two brief comments. One, the Kestrel representative last night said they were aware when the property was advertised for sale. They did not bid on the property because they did not have the money to purchase it at the time. So they did not engage in interest in the property until after they were approached by representatives from conservation and planning in the city, according to the person who was at the meeting last night. And in either case, the intention is to use the buildable part of the land to build. So in my mind, the person who did the open fair process was the bidder who has the signed purchase and sale agreement. Thank you. So I'd like to renew my motion to table.
Motion to table has been seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any
I think
opposed?
it needs to be a roll call.
Oh.
And that's for both 39 and 40, correct?
39.
Thank
Needs
you.
to be a roll call vote?
You don't have to.
Yeah, why not? Let's have a roll call vote.
Okay.
Roll call vote.
The clerk will call the roll. If you vote yes, you vote to table.
39 and 40, correct?
39 and 40. That's correct.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Anderson Burgos,
Yes.
Bartley,
Yes.
Devine,
Yes.
Givner,
No.
Graney,
Yes.
Jourdain,
Yes.
McGrath Smith,
No.
Murphy Ramboletti,
Yes.
Ocasio,
Yes.
I Rivera,
Yes.
J Rivera,
Yes.
Sullivan,
Yes.
Bacon.
Yes.
11 yeas, 2 nays.
Okay, that is tabled. Okay. All right, motions.
Motion to take up 41?
Oh, wait, 41. So 41 is the Committee on Development and Government Relations, to whom was referred an order that the city clerk meet with the city council to discuss the potential streamlining of poll locations in wards 1, 2, and 5, if we have already done in wards 3, 4, and 6, and 7. All these other wards seem to function fine with one polling location. It would be a potential cost savings and less administrative burden. Recommended that the order has been complied with. Councilor Givner.
Thank you, Madam President. So there was a lengthy discussion about this, and it was actually sent back to DGR on June 3rd. The intention with that was to get more information about merging wards, and also in the hopes that a order regarding Ward 4 changing location would be a part of the conversation. But there was no additional information last night. And as a committee, we felt that since this is not something that's pressing, we don't need to rush it. It is election season and elections are coming up soon. So we figured we would mark this order as complied with, so that if somebody wants to bring it up again, they can, but it sounded like it would make more sense to put in an order like this, timely as it was put in, because it has been in the committee for about 6 months, but we felt that having kind of a last minute change to polling places and merging polling places and adding a new location didn't make a whole lot of sense during election season. So the idea behind marking this complied with is to do it all again, but with all the players involved, with the stats to support why exactly we want to change the locations, and to have a discussion where the ward counselors would be present. So thanks.
Councilor Jordan.
Yeah, agree with everything the chairman said. I would also just add a couple points. One is that in consultation with the clerk's office, we felt that, Brenna did a great job in her presentation, that the prior committee going through all of the savings that could be logistical, it can be challenging to get poll workers, and to somewhat streamline this process as we have with the other 4 wards. As we know, in 4 of our 7 wards, we have 1 polling location for both precincts. And that was what was suggested, that we do what we're doing in this for the whole city. And but recognizing that this process has taken, some significant time, it would be too late for this year to do that. And it just wouldn't be advisable for us to consider it for this year. And we should just continue to talk offline and, think about it and answer anybody's questions or concerns. And if we ever were to do something, we want to make sure we have plenty of input and plenty of notice to everyone. So this is the best move at this point for us to just let this go for now. And we had a nice discussion and got a lot of really good information. It also raised the question about, because some of the savings we were going to use to also give additional enhancements for our poll workers who have not had an increase in quite some time, and it is challenging to get poll workers, so we were going to use some of the funds to do that. So we've raised some awareness on that issue too. So good discussion. Thank the committee for its work, and this is a good outcome for now, and we can take it up for further discussion next year.
Sounds good. Thank you. Councilor Bacon.
Thank you. So I was a co-filer on this order because I was warm to the merits of joining the majority of the wards and having one site, hoping that we could recognize some efficiencies without making it more difficult for voters to vote. However, I agree with the sense that it's too late in the game right now to do it. And I will unfortunately need to leave my order that I filed if we had achieved the consolidation to increase the compensation for the poll workers. We'll have to hold that in abeyance to see if they're, what the meeting of the minds says going forward. And I would just also like to note that the other thing that fed into the consideration was the fact that we have early voting on many elections now. We also have mail-in voting option, so that there are often fewer people actually physically going to the polls for one reason or another. But a further discussion to be had for another day. So no harm, no foul. Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you. On the motion that this order has been complied with, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, 42 remained in committee. So that brings us to motions, orders, and resolutions. We don't have to talk about them tonight because we can refer them, but 43, Councilor Bacon, filed an order that the Conservation Commission provide minutes of the process and summary of discussion and votes for the wetlands enforcement order at 77 Mayor Drive, sent to Public Safety.
Yes, and request a response from Conservation Commission after they have their next meeting on the matter.
Okay. All those in favor? Any opposed? Okay. 44 is filed by Councilor Bacon. Order that temporary speed humps approved for Upland Road be installed as soon as possible.
I just want to mention that also contained in here is a request that once those are put in, that the engineer would reevaluate the need for the no parking that has been installed in lieu of those.
Yeah.
It's a big neighborhood issue.
Yeah.
Which is why I just wanted to bring up the other part of the order.
Thank you.
Yeah, so there's some tension in the neighborhood. I'm trying to move it to get things resolved.
Okay.
So that would be a receive and adopt and send to DPW
Second.
engineer.
Receive, adopt, and send to DPW and the engineer. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 45 is an order filed by Councilor Bacon that a portable speed feedback sign be installed on or near pole number 52 on County Road as drivers are traveling at high speed in the area per multiple reports.
I believe, I'm not sure if those are put up by the police department or DPW.
Police, I think, because we've been getting these email updates from,
Sergeant Bartolo.
yes,
Bartholomew.
yes.
Okay, so receive and refer to the police department, please.
Receive and refer to police department. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. 46 is filed by Councilor Anderson Burgos. Order that St. Jerome from Dwight to Sergeant be reduced from 30 miles an hour to 25. Sent to ordinance.
Second.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we can receive and adopt this one, just
Can't.
because.
Go to ordinance.
And sent to receive, adopt, and send to ordinance.
It has to
Yes, refer to
We
ordinance.
need it in legal form.
get in the book.
Gotta go.
Yeah,
Thank
ordinance,
you.
it has to go to ordinance,
That's
yeah.
right. That's right, thank you.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 47 is filed by Councilor Anderson Burgos. Order that DPW replace the stop sign on Linden at Mackenzie with a flashing stop sign. Refer to public safety.
Second.
Yep.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 48 is filed by Councilor Anderson Burgos. Ordered that the city engineer review Jarvis Ave near Jarvis Heights to see if some of the no parking section that stretches from Alma to Cherry can be changed. There's a resident who needs handicap parking closer to their home because the available handicap parking in the complex is a long distance away. Receive and send to DPW and the engineer.
Second.
Copy that, yep, thank you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 49 is filed by Councilor Anderson Burgos that a new streetlight be installed proximate to 230 West Franklin Street at the corner of Sycamore.
For the HG&E.
HG&E.
Receive and send to HG&E.
Please.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 50 is filed by Councilor Anderson Burgos that the order that the sidewalk on the west side of St. Jerome be repaired as the sidewalk is in very poor condition, forcing anyone in a wheelchair to go into the street.
DPW.
DPW?
Yep.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 51 is filed by Counselor Anderson Burgos that HPD monitor Linden Street from Sargent to Mackenzie for speeding.
HPD.
Sent to HPD. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 51 is filed by Counselor Anderson Burgos, ordered that HPD monitor Linden Street from Sargent to Mackenzie for speeding.
HPD.
HPD. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 52 is filed by Counselor Anderson Burgos, order that the trees on West Franklin Street from St. Jerome to Beach be trimmed. Send to City Forester.
Forestry, yeah.
Forestry. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 53 is filed by Counselor Anderson Burgos, order that sidewalks on both sides of Sycamore between West Franklin and Mackenzie Ave be redone.
DPW.
Send to DPW. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you.
Okay, 54 is filed by Councilors Bartley and Israel Rivera, that the speed limit on Laurel Street be reduced to 25 miles an hour. Refer to ordinance and city engineer.
Second.
Moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 55 is filed by Councilor Bartley, that City Council suspend its Rule 2A, cancel its second meeting in September, currently scheduled for Tuesday, September 16th, and reschedule it. That is the day of the Biggie, as it's traditional salute to Holyoke, salute to Rhode Island. And there's a preliminary election, so we were going to have to
Right.
do that anyway.
Oh, on that date?
Yes.
That's right. That's the primary for Ward 1
For
and 5.
wards 1
Oh, that worked out well.
and 5.
Yeah, Ward 1 and
Five
Ward
committee.
5.
Committee.
Yeah.
So, Madam President, do you want to
Yeah,
the meeting?
I emailed Jeffrey and our city clerk just to figure out what date. Last year, we ended up having it the Wednesday afterwards. I think that's what we're gonna go with. I just wanted to make sure the city clerk's okay with that, and I think she's good with that.
Oh.
So, if you want
It's up to you. You tell
should-
me.
amend it to the 17th. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's I think it's okay because I don't want to confirm it just yet.
Yeah, we'll let her.
But I'll have Jeffrey send out a calendar invite.
Okay, do you want to table this then?
How about we pick it up at our first meeting in September?
Yeah, that sounds good. We can
So
table it.
and so we're doing it on the fly. What day? You know.
Or we'll table it
Table
for now.
it.
Sounds good.
Motion to table.
Motion
Second.
table. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Yeah, Councilor Jordan.
I'm sorry. Do we want to pass this and then, or do you think you're going to use this to amend it at the next meeting? Is that what?
Yeah,
you're saying?
just
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Like
got
that
you.
we do.
I got you. Okay.
Then
Thank
we'll
you.
have the date.
Sounds good to me. Item 56 is filed by Councilor Bartley. HPS add signage to the west side of the William Peck School stating the school's name. Refer to joint committee.
Yes, please.
Second.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All those in favor?
I'll make sure it's on the
Thank you,
agenda.
Kev.
Any opposed?
We'll add that to the agenda.
57 is filed by Councilor Bartley. This is a
Oh,
constituent business request. Order that the city engineer, DPW, Highway Department develop a plan to install safety measures at the Northampton Street, Route 5, and Beach Street, Route 202 intersection,
Yeah,
specifically.
Matt, that's enough.
Yep,
'Cause
okay.
You're gonna give me a headache because I even wrote the down.
Okay, sounds good.
Just refer it to the Public Safety Committee.
Okay.
And the city engineer. Because I'd
Refer
like
to
to have it
public
take up a
safety
hearing.
and city engineer.
Yeah.
All those in favor?
Aye. Thank
Any
you for,
opposed? For 58 is filed by Councilor Bartley that the city council issue a proclamation to the memory of USAF Major William Lloyd Jr.
Yeah, the motion's to receive, this is a constituent request, I'm glad it was brought to my attention, and the motion be receive and adopt, and I'll ask Patty to put together a proclamation
Okay.
based on this, and I'll
Second.
present
Oh,
it to
Patty
the
has her hand
commissioners.
up. Hi, Councilor Devine.
Yeah, I'm happy to do the proclamation. I'm just wondering, who do we give it to, or?
I'm gonna present it to the commissioners at the War Memorial Building, and they'll get
Okay,
it to
and
the
this will
family.
be, it'll be to U.S. Air Force Major William H. Lloyd Jr.
Yeah, he's a Holyoke guy,
Okay.
yep,
Okay.
All right, thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Devine.
Could we read that into the record for people
Absolutely.
listening? Because this guy did quite a bit here. I'd like
Oh.
this. I'd like this read.
Okay.
So
Please.
the
Thank you.
city council issue a proclamation to the memory of U.S. Air Force Major William H. Lloyd Jr., Holyoke resident, Vietnam War combat veteran, 350 combat missions, and person who designed and created Holyoke's Vietnam War Memorial at Veterans Park. He lived to 89. He passed away July 15th, 2025. The proclamation can be presented to the War Memorial Commission at its upcoming Veterans Day service.
Thank you.
Presented by me. But really, it's really from a constituent. So we're
Absolutely.
So moved by this. I
Yeah.
said, oh, I got to do it.
Thank you.
So I seconded the motion.
All right, so
Yeah.
on
Thank
the
you to the
motion,
constituent.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. 59 is filed by Councilors Bartley and Bacon. Order that the sidewalk on the west side of Holyoke Street.
Madam President, this is
Yes.
complied with.
Second.
Yeah, so stoked.
That's great.
Complied with.
Okay.
Wow, the
We'll give it-
power,
How about-
power
Very
of,
good.
Amazing.
power of these counselors.
Wow.
Motion's complied with. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's all the trees walk into the Holyoke Mall. They're all cut back.
Simply need to file orders, don't even need them to be passed. I'm
It's
impressed.
amazing.
Mike Gallagher took care of it right away.
He's been good.
Mike's good.
Mike Gallagher's been very
Well,
good.
thank you, DPW,
Yep.
Mike. So motion that 59 is complied with. All those in
Complied
favor?
with. Aye.
Aye. Okay, 60 is filed by Councilor Devine. Ordered that in addition to the sidewalk list, ordered that the sidewalk in front of Holyoke Media on Suffolk Street be repaired. Receive and send to the
DPW?
DPW. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, item 61 is filed by Councilor Devine. Order that Pouliot Pool be open until after Labor Day, if possible. Send to DPW or Parks and Rec?
Yeah, Park and Rec really kind of
Parks and Rec.
oversees them. That
Okay.
would be great if we could ever
Madam
do it.
President?
That would be awesome.
Yes, Councilor Bartley?
Have you been to the pool this year? I'm blown away. I was there last week. It's beautiful.
It is.
And there's a ton of out-of-towners coming.
It's nice.
A ton.
Yeah.
I was amazed by it. So and really, you know what we should think on this? And he never blows his own horn, as you know, as Councilor Jourdain. He never mentions his own name. But
None of
he,
you
he,
do.
he really did lead the charge on getting the pool back up and running.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
he deserves a lot of the credit.
We approved that in 1 week.
Takes a village.
The bond at the time.
Well, then it screwed up, and then we had to do it again. So
Love it.
Wow.
Let's not forget that part.
Moving on.
All right. Continuing forward.
If we
all
can get the
those-
lifeguards, that's always the challenge because
That's
they're going
right.
back to school.
We
That's
got
the
more
always-
More money, more problems, as
Yeah.
they say.
Oh, we're in good shape for lifeguards.
But we should definitely adopt this, though. It's a good order.
Okay, so on the motion to send to DPW, Parks and Rec, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, 62 is filed by Councilors Devine and McGrath-Smith. Ordered that the fire department drive up Old Bassett Road and report back as to the status of the road in relation to the larger fire trucks, engines, safety, turning around, water, etc. The report should reference whether the road should be paved. Send to the fire department, fire chief,
I sent it to the city engineer.
and the city
And the fire
engineer,
department.
engineering, and the fire.
Yep.
Whatever.
Okay, all those in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Any opposed? 63 is filed by Councilors Devine and Bacon. Ordered that a proclamation be given to Gary Rome in recognition of being named the 2025 Hyundai Dealer of the Year and the Board of Excellence Award from Hyundai.
Yep.
Very
Good
nice.
Ward 5 business.
Receive and adopt.
Receive and adopt. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we'll coordinate that. 64 is filed by Councilors Devine and McGrath-Smith. Ordered that if Bassett Road is declared a state road, that the state should pave it as soon as possible.
Send it to the state delegation.
Send to the state delegation.
Let them look it over.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 65 is filed by Councilor Devine. Ordered that the DGR committee meet with the owner of 689 Main Street to discuss the minutes of 5/21/24, which seemed to reflect that the DGR committee and full council voted to remove any reverter clause that was previously released on this property.
Madam Chair, I'm going to abstain from this, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Sounds good. So we have an abstention from Councilor Bartley.
Well, I have a conflict, so that's why.
Totally, yeah.
okay.
And I guess Send to DGR?
And could I
Yes.
also ask that,
Counselor Jordan.
this is what Attorney Wilson was referring to at public comment. Can we have a copy of this sent to the law department to determine what is holding this up? The council made this vote, and the question is, how is this postured currently? Why is this individual having the issues that they're having if these releases have been approved by the council and presumably, I don't recall a veto from the mayor on this. So where are we at this point? So if I would ask that this be sent to DGR and a copy to the law department for a report back from them as to what is their perspective on this, where does this stand, and
Okay. Has
Yeah.
anyone called the mayor?
I just became aware of the issue today.
Okay.
So I have not.
Same, so
called.
I didn't
Yeah.
know if this.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So refer to DGR and the law department.
Yes.
Is that what did I get that right?
For a report back to the council.
For a report back to council.
What's going on with this issue?
Got it. Counselor Rivera and then Counselor Givner.
Just for clarification with regards to the reverter piece, who is in charge of that? Is that the law department?
Well, yes, if I may, Madam President.
Yes.
If we pass something and now one of the parties is saying, "Hey, you approved my release," and now what I'm hearing is that there's issues with the law department saying there's problems. And the question is, what's going on? So I want to hear the law department's perspective as to, these things should be recorded. There should be all the paperwork approved. And then I guess there's another party involved. There's a buyer and a seller involved here too. So
Yeah, I think and again, if I may, my question per se more is just to figure out where the loose end is, right? Like if we're gonna go to the law department and the loose end isn't with the law department, then we should try to find out who it is. That's why I asked who is in charge of it. Like who's the department head that manages this piece?
Well, I would expect that the law department is facilitating the recording of any release that we're doing. That's legal work of the city. So if there's an issue with this not being taken care of, if it's not them objecting, then they know who would be objecting. If anybody's going to tell us who the issue is to do that detective work, it would be them, I would think. And then they can tell us what's going on and what the holdup is, and then we take it from there. Maybe we have to talk to the mayor. Maybe it's an issue with them, a department, who knows? Maybe it's a non-city issue. We have no idea.
Got it.
Okay. Counselor Givner?
I didn't have a question.
Oh, sorry. I thought you did. Anyone else? Okay, so on the motion to refer to DGR and the law department for a report back, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 66 is filed by Counselor Devine, ordered that the forestry department trim the 2 trees on the tree belt in front of 202 Locust Street.
Receive and
Receive and adopt and send to the DPW forester.
Aye.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, item 67 is filed by Counselor Devine, order that the city council approve the changes to Holyoke Code of Ordinances, Chapter 86.
Ordinance, please.
Send to
Second.
ordinance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, 68 is filed by Counselor Devine that the city, issue a proclamation for Marilyn, who's retiring on July 15th. I think I must have been just a little too early on that. So thank you. Receive and adopt. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 69 is ordered that the ordinance committee review the ordinance for repairing cars on city streets or in driveways.
Ordinance.
Sent to ordinance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 70 is filed by Councilors Devine and Anderson Burgos, ordered that 2 lanes from Linden Street onto Beach be designated as a left turn lane and a right turn lane and painted with appropriate turn arrows.
Ordinance
Send to ordinance.
with a copy to the city engineer.
A copy to city engineer.
That's a good one. Yep.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, or Agenda 71, Item 71 is filed by Counselor Devine. Order that the various traffic schedules contained in Holyoke Code and ordinances be updated.
Ordinance?
Send to ordinance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Can we package a few of these financial ones, Madam
I
President?
think so.
Maybe
And I know that,
maybe 72, 73, 74, 76, 77.
76, 77.
So motion, we suspend the rules, take those as a package, and refer to finance.
Motion has been made and seconded to suspend the rules and take up items 72, 73, 74, 76, and 77.
Yes.
Together as a package and send to finance. What's up? Late file 96, perhaps as well. I'm getting there. Yes, Counselor Devine, you did want 96 sent to finance as well, right?
Were those injured on duty? No.
95 is injured on duty.
96.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, 96 as well.
okay.
96, that's the overtime?
Yes.
Okay.
Send to finance that one too?
Yes, please. Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna motion to send all of these to finance, and I will briefly read them into the record here. 72 is a transfer request of $9,342.11 from Chief Inspector of Wires to Inspections Electric. 73 is that the City Council accept the provisions of the SSYI grant for $709,000. Wait, yeah, $709,700, no match. 74 is that the City Council accept the provisions of the revised fiscal year 23 Safe Streets and Roads for All, $197,850. Local funds, $24,570. In-kind match, $15,000 grant. 76 is that we accept the provisions of the fiscal year 23 Cops Office Anti-Heroin Task Force Program, $10,000 no match grant. 77 is that there be an authorization of $3,250 authorized from the Building Department's electrical inspections appropriation in fiscal year 26 for services rendered in fiscal year 25, which were unencumbered in fiscal year 25 end. And 96 is a transfer request of $250,000 from dispatch sergeants, patrolmen, captains to HPD overtime. Send all of those to finance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we're almost there. So now we're on 78. Thank you. 78 was filed by Councilor Devine, and it is the that the City Council approved changes to the Code of Ordinances, Chapter 86, Stop Streets.
Ordinance.
Sent to ordinance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 79 is filed by Councilor Givner. Order that Ward 4 polling location switch to YMCA from St. Paul's to improve accessibility. And sorry, what was that?
DGR?
Send to is DGR. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 80 is filed by Councilor Givner in service of health and safety. Order to install no parking pavement paint and signage at both sides of the driveway to the building at 156 Oak Street.
Ordinance?
Send to ordinance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 81 is filed by Councilor Graney. Order that the Board of Health Director come before the City Council as soon as possible to discuss the department's operations. Send to public service.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. 82 is filed by Councilor Jordan, that the Joint Committee on City Council and School Committee review with school leadership the final school budget for fiscal year 26 and final appropriations from the state. Committee also review expected state and federal grants to be received during the upcoming fiscal year.
Joint committee, please.
Refer to the Joint Committee on Schools and City Council. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 83, filed by Councilor Jordan. Joint Committee on City Council and School Committee review with school leadership the opening of the new PEC school and ensure everything is remaining on track.
Joint committee.
Joint Committee. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 84 is filed by Councilor Jordan.
We already did
Oh,
that.
we did 84. Just kidding. 85 is filed by Councilor Jordan. That a section of Pine Street extended from Resnick Boulevard to the back parking lot of the high school be dedicated and named Ronald Collmore Way in honor of Ronald Collmore and his over 4 decades of service to the Holyoke Public Schools as a member of the school committee.
Could you add Sullivan to that word?
Yeah, by all means. Whoever would like to be a co-sponsor, I would ask that this be received and adopted.
Everybody.
I think everyone's nodding their heads. We'll add everyone.
That would be nice. As if I may, Madam President.
Yes.
Ron has decided not to run for re-election this year as our long time Ward 6 school committee member, and he's got, I believe, some record statewide of holding in that school committee position. I think it is the record.
He's the longest-serving elected official in the state.
So there you go. Longest elected official in the state. So there you go. So, he's just a good guy. He's, I've enjoyed, he's on the joint committee representing the school committee. He's just one of those Holyoke legends. Really cares about kids, really cares about the schools. He's just a really good, sweet guy, and it is going to be different not to see him. And in this small way, we can honor his memory of long term. And he just made a tremendous contribution to the city with, nearly 50 years of service in elected office here in Holyoke. So you don't see that very often, and I just think this really cried out for recognition. And in this way, with Ron and athletics and the high school, I thought this would be the perfect spot. And then a couple people suggested to me this spot, and I think this would be really nice, and I think you'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. How do we receive it? So on the motion to receive and adopt, and I added everyone.
Yep.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
We'll
Okay. 86.
kick it over to the DPW
And-
to make up a sign, and
DPW.
we'll ask for there be just some sort of ceremony at
Sure.
some point. Yeah, thank you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, 86 is filed by Councilor Jordan. That ordinance 2-421 regarding times when meetings are to be conducted be amended to add elected multi-member bodies of city, including city council and school committee. Sent to ordinance.
Yes, just so people are aware of what this is, so you're aware. For whatever reason, this is the rule that says our multi-member bodies have to have meetings after 5 o'clock unless they get an exemption from the president and the mayor. Ironically, the school committee and the city council are exempted from the ordinance. So this is one of these ones where this was discovered, and it's like we should be following the same rule we're asking everybody else to follow, which we really already do, more or less.
Yeah.
But that's why this is going to ordinance. So more for discussion later. Thank you.
Sounds good. To ordinance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, 87 is filed by Councilor McGrath Smith. Order that the city approve for their consideration, that the city council approve for their consideration $15,000 from the CPA budget to be used for small grants as outlined in the attached letter from the Holyoke Community Preservation Committee.
I'd make a motion to receive and adopt this one. We've done this before and set aside a small portion just so that they could speed through some small appropriations. So none of these small ones would come before us anyways. So to send it to committee, it's just a repeat of something we've done in the past and made the funds available.
Counselor Sullivan? Counselor Jordan?
We don't even have a list of what they are that they're requesting. I think it should go to finance and go on the agenda, and then we'll find out. It says 15 grand to be used for small grants as outlined in the attached letter, which we don't have, by the way, from the CPAC.
I'll second it going to finance.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. Do we have a copy of item 87 in our packets?
Yes.
We do?
It's a one-page document.
All right, let's take a look.
Counselor Rivera?
And we're talking community preservation CPAC, right? 15,000. And I read this earlier, and I think I'm not sure if Meg's online.
I think she had to leave.
Yeah. So my experience in the past serving on community preservation, they usually set aside or try to set aside a couple dollars for smaller grants for smaller projects that can be attained that still fall under the same guidelines, the 3 buckets. But my understanding, and it could be corrected whenever she does come on, or she can send the communication to others. And I'm not sure if Mr. Sullivan, Counselor Sullivan remembers, but there were smaller grants that they try to give out to organizations that are not necessarily the larger $100,000, $90,000, or $30,000 grants. It's more of like a $3,000, $5,000, or $8,000 grant for smaller projects that are happening, or that people could apply to through CPA. But that's my understanding why there is no application. If there's no other things attached to it, just to give a brief understanding of what I think the $15,000 is being requested for. Now, usually there's projects attached to that, but if that's not the case, then my apologies.
Counselor Bacon and then Counselor Sullivan.
I just feel like, I know to us it seems like small money, but to taxpayers, I don't think it's small money, and it's coming out of their money, so I think it should be out in the public and reported out of that committee. Thanks.
So,
Counselor Sullivan.
Just to be, I'll try to be a little more clear about it. In the past, what we've done is approved money that the CPA can spend as these come in. If there's only a request the requests are usually, and it says right here, between $3,000 and $6,000. None of them can exceed $6,000, right? And the committee itself can go ahead and issue these as they come in. If the money isn't spent during the course of the year, it goes back into the CPA general fund. None of these individual projects ever come before the council. It's just the one block of money, so that if they have these small ones throughout the year, they can go ahead and do it. So
You're saying we've never seen?
Counselor Bacon.
So I thought we'd seen all the CPA money expenses through the council.
They are reported, but they don't, other ones have to come to us to be voted on. These small ones don't. The package, the lump sum, 15,000, is what we've approved in the past. Okay? Sometimes some of it gets spent, sometimes none of it gets spent. It's just available to the committee so that they can award small ones as they come through. Something crops up 2 months from now.
I'd rather see it. That's just me. That's my opinion. Thank you.
I have Counselor Graney and then Counselor Jordan and no, was that a hand? Okay, and then Counselor Iziro Rivera. Counselor Graney?
Just quickly, $3 grand, $5 grand, $7 grand, that's a lot of money. It should be accountable. We should have an accounting of it, that's all.
Thank you. Counselor Jordan and then Counselor Rivera.
Yeah, I think it should go to finance and have a discussion. Basically, what we should see is if they want to open it up like a small grant program, then okay. But whoever they're recommending, have a list that says everybody applies by X date, and we recommend 2,000 to this one, and 3,000 to that one, and 5,000 to this one. And then they just send it in as a sheet to the council and say, these are who we're approving for the 15 grand. Right. As opposed to us just saying, here's 15 grand, spend it however you want. I mean, I'm not starting that practice. It's not with me. I'd like to know who's getting the money. And the process in the statute is they recommend, we approve. Now it's going to be, here's a blank check for 15 grand, spend it however you want. thanks but no thanks. The statute says you tell us who gets the money, and then we say yes or no. Now it's pre-approved, and you just fill in the check at the bottom. I don't think so. That would be my vote on that.
Thank you. I have Councilor Rivera and then Councilor Sullivan.
So just to be clear, this is not the first time it's happened.
My comment exactly.
Yeah,
We've done
this
this
is not
in
the
past.
first time.
One at a time, guys. One at a time. Please, 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 please. In my defense, like if we're gonna do these like voting on the last, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, okay, my bad. I was gonna say. Do nothing.
Councilor Rivera has the floor. Continue, and then Councilor Sullivan. It's your turn.
So yeah, no. All I was gonna say is this is not the first time it's happened. This might be the third or fourth time it's coming to us to make this vote and to do this. And it's not that it doesn't get presented, and it's not that it's not accounted for, because everything has to be accounted for in the ledgers and all the books that's here in the system. It does come to the council. Some of the smaller projects, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I believe it's like doing something like a repair on the front of like one of the stones or something that is coming, or like one of the memorial stones that we have, or the projects that are throughout. That's most of the projects that come forward for those little things. They're usually city small projects, so that it doesn't have to get bogged down with city council stuff. Because with the larger projects, when it's $100,000, $90,000, $60,000, $30,000, $40,000, there are a bunch of applications, and to not go through dozens of applications and to apply and to allow a spot for smaller organizations or for the city itself to be able to go through the process. This process was kind of developed a couple years ago. Now, again, it's not the first time. The precedent has been set in a sense. This is why it's come forward, and the expectation was that we would just be able to approve it and go forward. But if we want to have the conversation at finance, that's cool too. I'm not against it, and I have no skin in the game at the end of the day. I just understand what's happening, and I understand where it's coming from, and I know it's not the first time. I totally get that everyone wants to be a steward of the finances of the city. I totally understand that, and I respect that. But there are CPA commissioners too as well, that their responsibility and their fiduciary responsibility actually is to be good stewards of the city taxpayer dollars as well. So it's just not to kind of duplicate services in a sense. Just wanted to clarify that, and my apologies for taking too long and extending the night, because the night is long. I understand that.
You don't have to
It's not
apologize
that-
every time that you speak. You don't have to do that.
Well, I mean, it's been long, and everybody wants to go home.
No,
bro.
it's
Like-
okay. I honestly, I don't know how many times I have to ask for a heads up when this stuff is gonna happen. But like, whatever. Councilor Sullivan and anyone else. I don't know who else we have
I'll make
next.
it real short. We've done this before. That's it.
Okay, on the motion to suspend the rules and take final action this evening, is there a second?
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
No.
Okay. How we
Roll call.
need? We can do a roll call. I'm running the meeting. We're good. God, you guys are just something else. My question is more for how many votes do we need to vote tonight? Vote
7.
7. Okay, we'll do a roll call vote.
To suspend the rules?
We need 9.
To suspend the rules and
The rules is always 9, right? 2/3, right? Suspend the rules?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do a roll call vote then. The clerk will call the roll. What's up? Everyone's giving each other faces. What's up?
I'm just confused. We're suspending the rules, or is it a financial I'm trying to understand, because
I don't even think I can get you guys to suspend the rules. So I
don't
think
understand. I'm just trying to understand process.
I'm also trying to understand because
I'm with you. All right, we're here.
So I mean, like, I don't even know if you guys have, I don't know who.
I believe I made a motion to suspend the rules and take final action.
You
with
did.
second
That's what I just said.
There it is. I'm just asking for clarification. Thank you. That works. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, so the motion was to suspend the rules. The clerk will call the roll. If you vote yes, you're voting to suspend the rules. If you vote no, you don't want to suspend the rules.
Very good.
Anderson Burgos,
Yes.
Bartley. Devine.
Yes.
Givner.
Yes.
Graney.
No.
Jordan.
No.
McGrath Smith. Gone. Murphy Ramboletti.
Yes.
Ocasio.
No.
I. Rivera.
Yes.
J. Rivera.
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
Bacon.
No.
Seven yeas, 4 nays.
Okay, so
Make a
then,
motion, we send it to finance.
Second.
okay, then the motion is to send it to finance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any
No.
opposed? What?
I thought the motion was to suspend the rules to take it up tonight and that we just.
I can't even get, I can't get you guys to suspend the rules.
I thought we just did.
We took a motion and
We-
voted 7-4 to not suspend the rules.
Yeah.
Now there's a motion on the floor to send it to committee.
Councilor Rivera.
But 7-4 of people present, or 7-4 of the full council?
Either way, it would still not pass because 7-4 of even present isn't 2/3. You would need 8.
You guys, this is crazy.
I'm just trying to figure out.
I don't know. Because I've got people who I have open meeting law complaints against me for like all these things, and I don't know. And I would really wish, clearly we don't have the votes. Can we just send it to finance?
That's
and it'll
fine
get
with me. I'm just trying to understand what's happening. That's it. I'm cool with going to finance. I just trying.
Attorney Bissonnette, would you like to weigh in? It's supposed to be 2/3.
You need 2/3 of those present to suspend the rules.
Right.
So that's what you have. My understanding is you had 11 people voting.
Correct.
Well, Councilor Bartley's not here
The
either.
vote was 7-4.
74, right. So that would sustain 7 out of 11 is more than 2/3. 8 would be required if it went to 12, if you had 12 members.
7 out of 11 is not 2/3 of. Let's get a calculator out. Because 7 out of 11 is not.
It's not.
All right.
It's 0.63.
Thank you. Hoyokai.
Do you guys
class
all
of
hear
89.
yourselves? Like, this is crazy.
All right,
Okay.
motion is to send it to
Wow.
finance.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, goes to finance. 88 is filed by McGrath Smith, ordered that the City Council consider for its approval the fiscal year 26 budget from the Holyoke Community Preservation Committee.
Finance.
Finance. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 89 is filed by Councilor McGrath Smith, order that the Ordinance Committee revise Section 74 of our ordinances concerning private property and vegetation. Sent to ordinance.
Ordinance.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? McGrath Smith, order to declare parcel on East Hampton Road as surplus property. Sent to DGR.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
The 91 is filed by myself about the preliminary election to be held on Tuesday, September 16th. And this is for Ward 1 City Council and Ward 5 School Committee.
What do you need?
Receive and adopt.
Receive and adopt. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 92 is filed by myself that the preliminary election in the city of Holyoke for the choice of city officers be called on Tuesday, September 16th in one polling place as designated by the City Council. Polls will be open at 7 a.m. in the forenoon and closed at 8 p.m. of said day. All voters in Ward 1 and 5 in which they are entitled to vote between said hours may cast their votes by voting machines and paper ballots for the election of City Councilor Ward 1, School Committee, Ward 5.
Receive and
Receive and
adopt.
adopt.
Receive and adopt. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 93 is filed by Councilor Jenny Rivera, order that the City of Holyoke install a handicap parking sign in front of 34 North Summer Street.
Ordinance.
Sent to ordinance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 94, order that the City of Holyoke place appropriate signage designating a loading and unloading zone for deliveries at the side entrance of the Kai Social Club.
Ordinance.
Send to ordinance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
95, suspend the rules to take up past the first reading.
Second.
Motion's been made and
Second.
seconded to suspend the rules and take up item 95 and pass the first reading. Let me just, I'll just
Sorry.
read it. It's a transfer request of $24,146.64 from lieutenants, sergeants, and patrolmen to injured on duty. The motion was to pass the first reading. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion to pass the second reading?
Second.
Motion to pass the second reading. The clerk will call the roll. If you vote yes, you're voting to approve the transfer request.
Anderson Burgos,
Yes.
Bartley, Devine,
Yes.
Givner,
Yes.
Graney,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
McGrath Smith, Murphy Ramboletti,
Yes.
Ocasio,
Yes.
I Rivera,
Yes.
Jay Rivera,
Yes.
Sullivan,
Yes.
Bacon.
Yes.
Unanimous vote.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion's made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed?
Move. Have a good night.